Thank you, guys. So, yesterday we discussed about the inbound EAV integration. Okay. So, what we discussed, guys, in earlier classes. So, we discussed how to create an inbound integration, how to generate a spreadsheet, and how to enter the data and load a data into the spreadsheet and into Workday with using the different launch parameters. Okay. So, today we're going to see. So, for example, this is the spreadsheet, guys. Okay. So, this is the spreadsheet. So, under request one time payment, for example, currency, we have only currency ID, guys. But business provide a. So, what are the IDs we have for the currency, guys? Let's see. What is the task to check the IDs, guys? IDs.
Integration IDs.
Yes, right. Integration. So, what is the what we have to say? Currency, right? Currency. So, what are the reference IDs we have now? Currency ID, currency numeric code. Okay. So here in this spreadsheet, so we have only currency ID, guys. So we don't have currency by default. When generating the spreadsheet, is selecting a currency ID. Okay. So but our business given a currency numeric code, this value. Same as we have a USD 840 currency numeric code. So they have given this value, guys. Okay. So if I go to spreadsheet, so I don't want to give this value because of business give me this value. Okay. If I try to run this integration, what will happen using this value? It's throwing error. You can observe. So what I need to do here, guys? Do I need to create integration attachment? There is a task. There is a task, guys, to attach a file. What is the task, guys?
Edit integration attachment.
Edit integration attachment. We can select 9 p.m. on 14th of December. Click OK. Delete this one. Attach new one. Now come back to here integration launch parameter. We need to select if you can observe this is the 15th file. So this is the reset one. We can select. Do you need to select a validate only mode? While running the first time, I need to select a validate only mode. Let's click OK. Do refresh. So we got error. Was the error? Let's see. See, validation error occurred. Invalid ID 840 is not a valid for the currency ID. So if anyone can guess how we can solve this issue.
In the header, we change the memory code.
Okay, I will select this value and I just saved it. Okay, so now I'm going to first I'm going to do the edit integration attachment. This is the 15th file. Okay, I'm selecting this value. Just click mode. Let's see it will success or fail. It got successfully completed. Okay, so let's run with without validation mode. It got successfully completed. Let's see 21002. Where we can see guys worker history. Initiation descending order. See, this is the 15th file. Okay, so today we got complete the one-time payment we have assigned, right? So this way we can change IDs, guys. For example, after few days we got one more request to load a one-time payment. In that case, you don't have this spreadsheet. So what will you do? Again, you will go to integration system. Again, you need to generate spreadsheet template and submit it. Let's download this file. The business team provided all the data currency as a numeric code. Okay, not a currency ID. Numeric currency code. See if you can observe, still it's displaying as a currency ID. Every time we need to change it to currency numeric code base. Okay, so to resolve this issue, Okay. Integration. So we have a edit template models, guys. If we go to the action template model, first we can see view mode, where the currency ID we have filled under request one time payment. All under request one time payment we have a two subsection, guys. All and one time payment data sub data section. If we can observe the sheet, so this is the all section, guys. Okay, until all section, this is the all section, sorry, and this is the sub data section. Until here we have a all section fields. From here onwards, from H onwards, we have a one time payment sub data section. Okay, this is a header. The same way we have a under request one time payment we have a two subsections. So currency ID on which section, guys? One time payment subsection. If you scroll down, this is the currency. If you scroll to right, what is the value we have given? Currency ID, guys, by default. So if you click the edit template model area, scroll down, this is the currency. Okay, so this is the currency ID we have given, guys. Okay, so if you want to change to other thing, we can change currency numeric code. Currency numeric code, guys. Just click OK. Now if you go to the integration, regenerating the spreadsheet. If we can observe here, I'm downloading the new spreadsheet, one time payment. See what it is valued, currency numeric code, guys. So whenever next time onwards, whenever you going to generate a spreadsheet, by default this ID is showing as a currency numeric code. Okay, this way we can do the changes of the spreadsheet, guys. Still we have a few more options in the spreadsheet. Few optional place we don't want to show in this spreadsheet. We can if we go to the edit template model, guys. So here if we want to hide those fields, for example, this is the comment, do not pay. This fields is optional. In the spreadsheet, you don't want to show those fields. You just click hide box, hide checkboxes. Those checkbox, those fields not available in the spreadsheet, guys. This is the option. We can use it, guys. Hide option. Okay. So a separate type column means, so for example, we have a two fields in the same section. Okay, so mostly finance things we have, I have seen in the work tax. Under work tax we have a different names like supplier, cost center, revenue category ID. These all the IDs we have a different IDs in the work tax guys. So we want to display in the different section, different columns we can use guys. So for example, in the currency also we can think separate type column. Let's wait. Currency required. But it's showing as an option. But in tenant, while you performing the request one-time payment task, is showing as a required. So if you go to edit details, for example, currency, there is a first column. If you go to action of here, edit details. Okay, under edit details we have a hide label override. If you want to display not a currency, we want to display some other name, so we can override those labels. Okay, and here allowed values guys. Allowed values means what are the values we going to allow. So for example, if we take it as a I and R, if we given a in spreadsheet I USD, it will not allow guys. It's give a error. This type of conditions also we can put it in the spreadsheet guys. Edit template model column details, each column level. Not only currency. So if we want, we can use it in the other IDs, other columns as well. In employee also, employee ID, what are the employee ID will allow? Specific organization or specific things we can allow guys. This way we can edit the templates guys. Edit the template as per our business requirement. Okay. So in real time, for example, already integration is there. So just we have to, when I join the new company, when we join the new company, already integration exists in tenant. They provided a data to load a data into the workday. Okay. So we have to check the indices like one-time payment like that, or we need to request to the business team to the what's the integration name or senior member. We can ask them. Okay. Once they provide the integration name, we will open the integration event. We don't need to generate a spreadsheet, guys. Okay. We just open the integration event. We just open a integration event. Open recent integration event, guys. 11 times we ran the integration. Okay. Just open the recent integration event. This is the recent integration event. If you scroll down, there is a new spreadsheet, guys. Updated spreadsheet. We just download this one, and if you just open, it will automatically show the data as well. What are the required fields? So what are the values we have given the spreadsheet in the previous round, which is successfully completed, which is successfully completed. So we can take the data and we can enter those data as per this reference case. Okay. So we don't know how to request one-time payment web service will work and what are the required fields we're going to give. We don't know. Okay. But we have the reference sheet. So we can easily identify, okay, this is the spreadsheet key. For all the integrations, we have a spreadsheet key. We can give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. And this is the employee ID. Whatever the data provided by the business team, we just copy those data and paste it here. This is the effective date. If business team misses the effective date, we will ask them to the, can you please provide me the effective date? It is a required field to load a one-time payment data. Okay. Same way, they will provide a one-time payment, row ID. This all the information they will provide. Based on that, we can enter a data, guys. We have a reference sheet, right? This is a reference sheet. Previous integration, successfully integration, completed integration event file. We can take this file and we can enter, guys. Okay. So this is the way we can do in the real time, guys. Okay. In real time. So, for example, so we have successfully, by mistakenly, we have loaded a data into the production, guys. By mistakenly, the manager or project manager did not give any approvals. By mistakenly, we have loaded a data into production. We forgot to enable a validate only mode. By mistakenly, without validated mode, we ran the integration. The data loaded successfully into the production. Okay. Another case is after loading the successfully, after 2 days or 3 days, business will come back to us and we don't want to give this sheet, this data to the employees. We want to rescan the all the data which we loaded earlier. For example, they are giving a 1,000 employees records. Guys. We loaded successfully. How we can rescan the transaction, guys? So each employee worker history, if you go to the each employee worker history, if you do the action of the integration, this is the successfully completed one, right? The action of the event. The action of the event, if you go to business process, under business process, we have a risk kind option, guys. A risk kind option. Okay. If you do this, what will happen? If you can observe, the status is showing as a successfully completed. Now I'm going to business process, risk kind this process. I have to give a comment and do submit, guys. Now, if you scroll down, what is the status is showing, guys? Risk and date. It means the data is not showing in the employee history level or employee profile level. Okay. So, is it possible to risk and 1,000 employees or 100 employees? It will take time, right? So, there is a option, there is a task, guys. Okay. So, for example, recently we ran this one, right? So, there is a task mass risk and business process. Mass risk and business process. What is the task, guys? Mass risk and business process. Remember this task, guys. There is an interview question also. Okay. By mistakenly we have loaded the data. We have to cancel the risk and all the transactions. Okay. How we can do it? So most of the people, which some people doesn't know this task, they will tell them to like we will go to the worker history and we will do the risk and option. They will ask class question, one more question. Okay. So if that integration loaded 1,000 employees, in that case what will you do? If you go to the 1,000 employees records worker history and do the manual risk and transaction, so they will ask like this. Okay. So that is the reason I am specifically saying this mass risk and business process, guys. Using this task, we can when we initiate this integration or any transaction between 11th November to 12th December. So I'm giving 14th to 15th of December. Between these 2 days, 2 days only we run the integration, right? So I'm giving this, and if you want to between these two days, any transaction, any business, not only one time payment, any transaction you want to cancel this kind, we can use this option for all business process or specific business process type like one time payment or compensation change, higher transaction you want to cancel, you can do this option. Or one more option is business process loaded by EIB. So our based on our requirement, so we have loaded by EIB, right? So that is the reason we have to select business process loaded by EIB. Then we have to select which business process, which EIB. Okay, in the range of integration system, last 7 days by integration system. So we can select last 7 days. We have a lot of transaction. So in date range, R type INT 128 guys. So we have loaded 14th of December 8:43 a.m. 14th of December. This is the 15th of December. So we can select this option and click OK guys. So we have a one transaction for this using this EIB, yes or no, which is a stream Morgan 21002, only this apply and the status is successfully completed. We're going to select this option or select all option. Okay, click OK guys. Confirm and click OK. The task was completed successfully. If you go to the worker history now, this is the 15th of this is the 15th transaction, right? Which is showing as a successfully completed. I'm just to do refresh here. See guys, 15th transaction is showing as a risk candidate. Okay, if you do the mass risk and business process with the previous integration runs, INT 128. If you select on 14th of December files, if you click OK, it's showing the all the 3 employees we have loaded 14th, right? For those 3 employees is showing here. If you want to risk and all the 3, we can select. Or if you want to transact risk and the specific employees, only 2 employees, we can select only 2 employees and click OK. Okay, this way we can do risk and the all the transaction loaded by the EAB. Okay, so this is the EAB inbound integration guys. Okay, till now any doubts on the EAB inbound integration guys? Any doubts?
Sir,
Tomorrow onwards we're going to start a outbound integration guys. Okay,
sir, if uh, if we don't select validate only mode, then though errors are there, the data will be loaded into the workday, sir.
yeah, if you run a validated only mode, the data will check, it will check the data whether the data is incorrect or not. But if it's a correct also, the data load not loaded into the system guys, not loaded into the system. It's just check the data, that's it. If you go and run the integration, This is the 21002 implies I'm going to which spreadsheet it is. Fourth one. Now I'm going to run with validate only mode. We got two errors. Was this errors, guys? Why? Because of previously we have hide the few fields, right? That is the reason it's giving error. Actual spreadsheet containing the 20 characters, but in our workday in the workday system we have only 16 columns. That is the reason it's giving a error, guys. We need to generate a new spreadsheet, enter the data. So okay. So I have disabled those side fields. I'm doing the relaunch the with validated mode, guys. So what will happen? It will successfully completed. It means the data checks is correct only, showing as a data correct proper. Okay. So, but the data is not loaded into the workday. It will not load a data into the workday, but the data, whatever we enter data is correct. See, the data is completed successfully. We have given as a 21002, right? So we should display here. If you do refresh, so if we can observe, we have 15th date, we have only one transaction, which is risk ended, guys. But whatever we have run the integration right now, which is not loaded into the workday, guys. It just check the data whether the data what we enter the data is correct or not. It just check the data and it will show as a how many records we have and how many records got uh, correct data, how many records got wrong data. Okay, and it's showing as a bracket inside the brackets. So we have a validate only mode. Okay, So if you disable the validate only mode run, and it will load the data, guys. Okay. Any doubts, guys? No doubts, right? So tomorrow onwards, we will start the outbound EAB outbound integration, guys. Okay. So tomorrow onwards, our actual XSLT code start. After tomorrow, after 2 days, XSLT code will start, guys. Okay. So here I'm going to tell you we have few more time. So security, guys. Okay. In the last time when you started working on this EIB inbound integration, initially you don't have option launch option, guys. Launch option. Okay. Why? Because of you don't have access to in the request one time payment web service. Okay. So how we can give the access to the specific person? Okay. How we can give this specific business process transaction or specific web service access or specific task? There is a task view security for secureable item, guys. View security for secureable item. Here you need to give a what is the task or web service you don't have access. Request one time payment. Click OK. So it will gives a okay the items which is related to the this information request one time payment information. So which are this? This is the standard reports. So if you do not have a standard report access, we need to give access, guys. So this is the task, guys. While you perform the request one time payment task here, request one time payment. If you did not find this task, okay, you need to give this access. Okay. So in our case, web service access, right? This is the task. This is the web service also. So how we can give? If you go to the view security, so if you scroll down, these are the security group peoples. These are the security group peoples have access to run this integration, guys. It means have access to the request one-time payment web service access. Compensation admin, compensation admin, compensation partner, compensation system, HR admin, HR partner. These are the security group people have access to this web service, guys. Okay. Two ways we can assign. We can assign any one of this security group to the users. Any one of this security group to the users, guys. So we just copy this security group and we can go to the, for example, I do not have access. For example, some other person or 21002 person doesn't have access. If we go to the action, security group, assign user based security group and give to here, guys. Enter. We can select and click OK, guys. That's it. Another case is we need to go to the this is the business process security policy. We have a policies two types. One is domain security policy. Another one is business process security policy. This is a business process security policy. We need to go to action of the here policies, business process policy. Go to edit, guys. Edit. Who can do the start a business process? Who can start a business process? Okay. Who can initiate a business process, guys? Okay. So this is the request one time payment using the web service, using the task. This is the task. This is the web services. Which access you going to give? Web service access, right? we can give a security group. What are the security group we have for this person? We have report writer access or all adaptive planners access. We can give here report writer. Report writer we can select and click on. Okay. The same way we have a who can do the action step on the business process. So these are the security we can give in the security policies level. Okay. The same way another option, if you go to the here the request one time payment, this is the web service side. Domain security policies, right? So if you go to this task, maybe mm, I think this is we can go to the report, standard report. This is also business process, not a domain security policies. I think everything is a okay. For example, this amount field is not visible to us. How do you know? If you go to the action of this field, action of this field, view security. Okay, go to view security. The action of the field, view security. This is the domain security policies, guys. If you can observe, for business process policies, we don't have this option. For domain security policies, we have this option. Okay, so this field only this security group people have access, or this security group people. Okay, if we go to the action of the domain, edit security policy permissions. Okay, here we can give, guys, report task. If it's a report or task based, we can give it here. View modify access. Okay, this is the integration issue, integration field. We can give it here. The security group. Okay, this is a get put access. View modify access means they can able to view. If we select as a modifier, they can able to change as well. Same as well get put also. They can able to get the data from Workday. Okay, if we given as a put access, they can able to update the data into Workday as this option. This way we can give a security to the any integration or reports, guys. Okay, if we go to the every field and the report level, okay, we have to go to check the field access, action, security, view security. Under security, we will have the all the domain security policies, guys. Okay, each domain we have to go to the domain, edit domain security policy, and we can give the security group, guys. Which security group we can give? We have to create a one ISU. Yesterday I show you, right? So that security group we can give, guys. Okay, for practice purpose, you won't get it this domain security policies, business process policies. Okay, maybe on the security classes they will cover. You can just view purpose. Okay, there is no practice purpose, guys. Okay, so till now any doubts, guys? Only security admin we have. Security admin, security specific security. Each company have the security person. He will provide the access to the anyone, any new hire employee, any employee. He will only provide the access. But some cases the integration people also can provide the access. Integration people have full access. Security admin, security configurator, every access integration person have. So if any employees are hired in our team, we can give access, guys, without permission of security admin people. Okay.
Sir, even ISU also will be provided by the admin group, sir, or the
Few of the
person who.
few of the companies will create a they have a separate team to create a ISU, guys. Okay. Some companies will create our own, guys. Integration team only can do this ISUs. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Any other doubts, guys?
Sir, if we created an integration and if we want to change the ISU, can we change the ISU, sir?
Yeah, we can change it. So as you showed in there, right? So if you go to the integration system, workday account, go to edit. We can change it, guys. We can give or we can remove or we can add it, new one, we can add it. Okay? But same ISU, we cannot add to multiple integration. One ISU for one integration only. It is not possible to assign to the multiple integration, guys. Okay?
Okay, sir.